whether the GDP will double in their Amrit Kaal period under the NDA government. Will it grow to 200 lakh crore by March 2024?
There is an editorial in the Economic Times today which says, a $4 trillion plus we go. GDP expected to catch up in the coming fiscal.
In 91-92, India's GDP was 25 lakh crore. In 12 years, in 2003-04, it doubled to 50 lakh crore, doubled. In 10 years, under UPA, it doubled to 100 lakh crore, 25 to 50 to 100. I ask one simple question. If you are growing at such a fast rate, such a record-breaking rate, will you, when you end your term today in 2023-24, will 100 lakh crore become 200 lakh crore? The Finance Minister, Honorable Finance Minister, knows the answer. I know the answer. You know the answer. But I want the Honorable Finance Minister, to say
the answer is known to the Finance Minister, the former Finance Minister. I'm out of it.
Whether the GDP will double in their Amrit Kaal period under the NDA government, will it grow to 200 lakh crore by March 2024? And I want the Honorable Finance Minister to answer that question.
So the former Finance Minister made a very linear comparison as to how the GDP has grown from 1991-92, 25 lakh crore, and then 50 lakh crore, and then 100 lakh crores, and so on, and then wondered if I will say that by the end of 23-24, India will have 100 lakh crore as the GDP. That is, if I heard him right, he said going by the trend of doubling every 10 years, it might. So I'm confident that the question is asked with a certain sense of confidence that the Indian economy and people are contributing for its growth. But I would only refer to one editorial which appears today in a paper. I'm not saying my view, but if you would permit me, and I will also do an authentication and everything else. There is an editorial in the Economic Times today which says, a $4 trillion plus we go. GDP expected to catch up in the coming fiscal. And goes to elaborate, and there's just one line that I'll read for the House, for the benefit of the House, and I quote, as India's GDP rises, would the market cap rise in tandem? Though there is no direct correlation, there could be significant wealth effects that provide tailwinds to the economy. Retail investors own 10% of the equity, about $400 billion, and their share has been rising. That should help consumption, which accounts for close to 60% of the GDP. So, linking that to the growth of the GDP itself, this write-up, which is an editorial in a paper, which is a pink paper, which observes the Indian economy, we get a picture and a probable answer to the former Finance Minister.